Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, I might say. My name is Jose Guerrero, and I'm here to speak to you guys on behalf of ACE. I am an alumnus from the ACE Scholarship Program. But before I go ahead and start, I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about my background and where I come from. I was actually born in El Paso, Texas, and I was lucky enough to be born in the right side of the country, or the border, if you like to say. My parents were both born in Juarez, Mexico, and they both dropped out after the 6th grade. So for us, education wasn't always the main priority. It wasn't valued as much as it is by some of the American, or like it is by some of us American families. I came to Colorado around 2001. My father actually came here before we did, running away from an addiction. And he came here to straighten up and get his act together. And what better place to start over than Denver, Colorado. Shortly after that, I found out in middle school that I had a great talent, and it was that I could run really fast for a really long time. So I started running track, and actually, all my hard work paid off. In the 7th grade, I was actually rated the #1 runner in the whole world after running a 4:47 mile. So I don't know if you guys know much about track, but that's pretty fast for a 7th grader. After that, I continued on, and a lot of doors were open for me after track. I got to travel the nation, and I got to meet so many wonderful people. But I got to high school, and things started changing a little bit. I was introduced into a few things that led me in the wrong way. I started hanging around with the wrong crowd. I started using drugs. I started missing a lot of class. And basically, I was heading down the wrong path. So I was committing a lot of mistakes. And soon, my high school didn't want me there anymore, so they kicked me out. I actually went through 3 different high schools before I finally found La Academia. And one of those mistakes actually led me to being incarcerated at the Gilliam Juvenile Center here in Denver. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about the culture of being in there and stuff like that. In my community, it's not necessarily a bad thing to go to jail. You gain credibility, you gain respect. And it's sad for me to say that, but a lot of the people and a lot of the mentalities in my neighborhood, people think like that. So I went in there, and I was actually not surprised, but that I knew half of the people that was in there. And this is really disturbing to me, because it was half of my community that was in jail with me. So when I got out of jail, I was lucky enough that La Academia took me in. And the culture of the school changed my life. The respect amongst the peers, the respect amongst teachers and students was incredible, and it was something that I had never experienced in public school. It was a perfect environment for me, and it is the reason why I have been successful and why I'm here today. So I'm here to tell you guys, and I'm here to show you guys an example that everything that you guys have contributed to ACE has been paying off. That everything, whether it's been time, whether it's been money, all of it is paying off because people are using these things. All we need sometimes is a second chance, and La Academia and ACE Scholarship was that second chance for me. And thanks to them, today I am proud to say that I am the first person in my entire family to graduate high school. I am also the first person in my entire family to attend college. And thanks to ACE Scholarship and, of course, La Academia, I was able to be nominated for the Daniels Fund Scholarship, which I received last year, and I now have a full ride scholarship to whatever university I would wish to go to. I think the most important thing about La Academia was the fact that they made me understand that I didn't just have the option of running track. I didn't have to be a rap star to succeed. I didn't have to, be the stereotypical success story. I could use my mind. I could actually study and learn, and I can get to the university with my brain, which was something that I was not, I never actually understood until I went to La Academia. They also made me understand that there were so many other paths that I could pursue. One of them, they introduced me to the arts. I started doing a lot of theater shows. I started doing a lot of performance, and I actually got introduced into slam poetry. where last year actually I got to represent Denver in the International Poetry Youth Festival, where we took fourth in the whole world, and we were actually featured on HBO. And it was a great success for me. But anyways, all these, I'm not bragging about any of this. I'm just telling you guys because this is just one example. And I know that you guys have contributed so much to this organization, but the only thing I keep thinking over and over in my mind is it's not enough. If you guys saw the video, you know that I could have been one of those kids that didn't receive the scholarship. And there's so many of them out there that need the help and that need the support, and we just need to do more. I understand that we have done so much, and I thank you for that. But I want you guys to also understand that we still need to do more, that there is still a lot of kids out there that need this help, and we need to save them. An A scholarship and La Academia saves lives, saves people. So please, I encourage you guys to keep contributing to the organization. And I want to thank every single one of you guys for showing up, but also because if it wasn't for you guys might have not directly handed me money, but you guys handed the organization money. And thanks to that, I am lucky to be here standing in front of you guys presenting. Yesterday, I saw something pretty interesting. As I was driving up to the luncheon, I actually saw a few gentlemen working on the garden on one of these people's homes. And I thought about it, and I said, I felt really good about myself at that point, because I thought, if it wasn't for the organization, if it wasn't for ACE and La Academia, that might have been me. That might have been me working that garden and not going to that house to speak for all you guys. And that was something that really struck me at that point. And I want to thank you guys for welcoming us. And again, I want to encourage you guys to keep contributing to ACE Scholarship because it does change lives, and I am an example of that. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening.